But now, you know what? Dustin and I were friends before. We were friends when we were at Miss America together and we didn't even make the top 15.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we had 2 tries in this race to be the first all-girl team. We didn't get there, but we got second. I mean, we still placed higher than any woman team has ever placed in this race. And I think our friendship has grown. I mean, you know, we were down to the bare bones when we were in Hawaii and we were going through the over stuff, and even today, just physically and drained and mentally drained. But I think that we've definitely grown stronger through this. I think that we have more confidence than ever that we can, you know, accomplish anything that we set our minds to. There were some extremely tough teams that we were competing against, and, you know, we beat them. It came down to something that we should have done, and it stinks, and it feels like why, you know, why didn't we know that? But, you know, such is life. And I think that it kind of brings out what is important in life, and that's, you know, love and friendships and being kind to each other, you know, and just having each other in each other's lives is a huge deal. So, not to say that I'm not crushed. I was completely crushed and pretty much broke down when I got to the finish line, even surprising myself at how upset I was, because I don't know, I guess I just really deep down thought that we were gonna do this, and, you know, it's a hard thing to swallow, but nonetheless I'm extremely proud of what we did.
When I first met Candace, we were competing against each other. We were roommates, and I remember I knocked on the door of the hotel, and she opened the door with a huge smile on her face, and she greeted me, and we shook hands, and she said, "I'm Candace, Miss New York," and I said, "I'm Dustin, Miss California," and we unpacked our things. And really, we've unpacked our lives together since then. We've become incredible friends, and I think we've grown so much through this race, more than we ever could in just regular life. This race has taught us to be stronger and braver, to trust each other more, which I think for 2 personalities like Candace and I, trust is huge. We're very competitive, and so to have a friend that you can trust is really worth a lot, and that's not something that you can fabricate or buy or search for long enough to find. It's really a gift to have a friend like that, and that's really how I view Candace, as a gift. And I'm proud of the way we've raced. I'm proud of the way we've gotten along and dealt with things and gotten through things, and I just think that you know, she has been such an incredible teammate for me. I'm just so proud to be on her team.
There was definitely times when Danielle and I both felt like quitting. We felt like it was just nothing we could do right. Everything was out of our control. We were very, like, for periods of time, we were like over everything. We were like, whatever, let's just get out of here. Let's just get to the mat so we can be last and go home. We felt like we were last several times.
Yep.
But we still kept fighting, even though the way we might talk, like, whatever, we still ran everywhere. We still ran, we still hustled, we still completed our tasks. And, luckily we had enough chances to catch up and, maybe some equalizers to get even with everybody again. And we definitely, stuck it out. And I mean, when it came down to the last leg, even though we were behind in the beginning, in the middle of the last leg, we were in front. When we got to the airport, we were in front.
Right.
So we felt, especially going into the last leg, really happy with our performance. And we knew that if we got things done this part of the leg in the beginning and didn't get lost or any major mix-ups, we'd be fine. Because we were moving to the front when we were equal. When we're equal with people, we can get to the front. Just when we're behind, there's nothing you can do. This win for me means so much just because I came in second last time and I felt like I should have won the last race. I mean, this race, I felt like it could have gone more towards any other team. I mean, I felt like Jeremy and I were so dominant that we easily had the race won. And to go into that situation and lose is so different from coming into this situation where it's been just constant, like, heartache and hassle to actually win. For me, it's just redemption, and it's just the best thing.
I mean, on my race, I really did not do well at all. I know that, and no one probably even knows who Danielle and Danny are because we really didn't last long, and we really weren't memorable. We made a lot of mistakes, and we were probably like the worst racers, if you probably could put us in a category.
We were pretty bad.
And I know that now, especially coming this far and winning. It's like, yeah, we made a lot of mistakes. We didn't do half the things we should have did on that race. So, you know, for me this time around, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Like, I really didn't know how difficult it was going to be. I didn't know how hard it was going to be to get here, but I knew that I was strong. I know that I don't give up. I know that even when I'm crying and upset during a task, I'm not going to quit, you know. So I knew that I could do it. You know, I knew that I could. So I just needed that opportunity to do it. And thank God I got to go on All-Stars and show that, because, I mean, obviously Eric helped me a lot with this race because, you know, he's really good when it comes to a lot of things that I didn't even know about with flights and, you know, just things that I wasn't really good at navigating and driving. So that was a huge part of the race that I couldn't do on mine. But other than that, like physical-wise and, you know, trying to just stay sane when you're totally having a breakdown on this race because we've been so pushed back and a million times, I'm really proud that I actually got this far at the end because I really didn't know if I was going to get here.
You're not putting your shoes on either.
They're soaking wet.
Mine are too. They're soaked. It's never going to dry. I have to find a kid's shoes.
Where's our kid's shoe store around here?
No, I just got to take a kid's shoes off of their feet.
Imagine all this sweet.
I'll give them my wet shoes.
Do you like these? These are really nice.
Yeah, they're dirty. They're wet.
Could have used my blow dryer to dry my shoes.
Yeah, that would be good.
Some napkins to soak up the water.
Yeah, I tried to soak it up as much as I could. Which I really think sugar.
It stinks.
Let's see.
Wish it was a little stronger.
That'll take forever.
We also have 6 hours in the plane too. 5 hours, I mean. So it should dry a little more. This is the ones we did. Just keep them apart. They're still really wet. They didn't really dry too much.
I know, but they're coming back together.
How much is that? Count it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 200.
There's no time to sit down and think about what to do with our belongings. We couldn't leave them on the shore and let somebody steal them. You don't know what the challenge is when you run out of your car. You don't want to leave your money sitting in your car.
You don't know if you need the money to pay somebody for something?
I'd rather have my money wet than risk losing it and be stranded like Ozzy and Danny always were. My set of blow dryer doesn't come in handy on the race.